Insights for ArcGIS is a browser-based analytic workbench where both you, the GIS specialist, and other staff can explore spatial and non-spatial data together. It allows us to answer questions you didn't know to ask and quickly deliver powerful results. Here we will look at some water infrastructure and service data from WaterCare using sample data of service requests and work orders. Maps, charts, and tables appear side by side in Insights, and these can all interact with each other. For instance, if I click on a category in my table here, I can see the relationship on the map and the spatial patterns that emerge in these different categories. Same with time on my chart. As I click on service request by month, I can see the pattern change throughout the year. We can apply a different style to each card. For instance, a table can quickly become a chart. Or a chart can be changed into a table. So here I might just want to see a list by month, but this helpful bubble chart can help me understand the distribution of service requests across different categories. With Insights, we can change from a map, table, or chart in a single click. Insights connects to enterprise databases, such as SQL, SAP HANA, geodatabases, could even be local Excel spreadsheets. We can also add demographic data from ArcGIS for contextual analysis. And of course, we can analyze our own enterprise GIS data as layers as we are here today. Here, let's just take a look at our water assets. In this case, we're looking at over 3,000 water assets on a map, something many of the members of our organization may not have seen before. What's more, we can quickly look at our data and explore it, such as by category. So I can find out what it is we're looking for and its status. I can ask questions of my data quickly and easily, mapping and charting against my data categories. Most important of all, the data itself can be live. This data can be updated in real time as my system of record, and I can be refreshing my data sets so that the data is live when there's any changes. While you as the GIS professional may be used to seeing your data on a map, Insights is a tool that geo-enables your organization's data and can bring the science of where to new audiences. For instance, we can look at the relationship between our asset age and spatial patterns of requests and work orders throughout time. Here I'm clicking on different peaks in our time chart, and we can see here a spatial pattern of infrastructure that was built around the year 1961. We see that there are primarily wastewater assets here in the center of my map, and that distribution and that pattern changes based on time. We can even look at relationships between our assets and demographics. Here we see the number of service requests, but we've normalized them by population, in this case in area units. The darker areas indicate a higher call rate. And as GIS professionals, we always want to normalize human-related data by the population present. Now this capability is available to our other analysts throughout the organization using spatial aggregation. To identify areas for further analysis and investigation, we can use this relationship between calls for service and the normal population, and we can explore that ratio and the relationship. Is it linear or is it exponential? Furthermore, we can take a look at the outliers. Here we'll identify areas that have higher than expected call volume based on the number of people that live there. Looks like Mount Wellington South and Mangere Bridge. Or we can look at the outliers that are lower than we would expect. Totora Heights, for example. By clicking on these high and low values, we can quickly identify anomalies and begin to explore those areas in more detail. Now, one of the greatest things about Insights is that it intelligently records our analysis workflow. So you and others can run it again to solve other problems. We can run these analyses again as the data updates, or even add new data sources here, and it's recorded. You can see the spatial aggregation I did, the style I applied, or even the trend line that we put on our relationship graph. With Insights, you can also enable anyone with a web browser to interact with the results of our analyses. Let's take a closer look. If we come back to our work orders over infrastructure age graph, we can share this output in a number of ways. Of course, we can print a static report that you might embed inside another document. But what we'd much prefer is to share the live analysis as a page. This way, anyone in my organization, or even the public, can have insights into the data. With Insights for ArcGIS, you can quickly discover the secret your data holds, but more importantly, you can share it. You can visualize, analyze, and tell your story like never before.